Jason disguised himself as a Special Forces soldier and quietly infiltrated the military training camp. While the other soldiers were completely off guard, he secretly pulled a vial from his sleeve and slipped it into his assassination target's coffee cup. Just then, the instructor suddenly ordered everyone to assemble. John, wanting to warm up, quickly downed his coffee in one gulp before heading out for training with the team. However, they hadn't gone far when John began feeling increasingly unwell. Within minutes, his limbs started losing strength, and he collapsed from poisoning, dying right there on the training ground. The next day, this accidental freezing death incident made headlines across major news outlets. Behind it all was the retired professional assassin Jason. Originally, Jason had been living a peaceful, happy life with his girlfriend Mary until a sudden letter shattered their tranquility. The letter brought devastating news. His old partner Mike had been kidnapped. Mike was his most trusted brother who had once saved his life in a critical moment. Learning that his brother was in danger, Jason was filled with rage. Following the clues in the letter, he went to the specified location and entered a room where a desert chieftain was waiting for him. The chieftain claimed to be a KFC owner and said that 3 of his sons had been murdered, with only the youngest still alive. He swore to avenge his dead sons, so he kidnapped Mike to force Jason to eliminate the killers for him. The targets were 2 Air Force Special Team members. To avoid suspicion, the chieftain demanded that the assassinations be disguised as accidents. Upon completion, he would not only release Mike, but also pay Jason $3 as compensation. To save his brother, Jason had no choice but to agree, though he demanded to see Mike first. The chieftain nodded in agreement and had someone take him to the cell. After confirming Mike was unharmed, Jason planned to escape with him immediately. He asked for water as an excuse, and when the guard brought it, he suddenly knocked him unconscious. But just as the 2 rushed out of the cell, they were blocked by the chieftain's youngest son. With no way out, Jason decided to proceed with the plan. He contacted 2 reliable friends and promised that if they helped rescue Mike, the entire $3 would be theirs. Faced with this fortune, both men immediately agreed. Jason's first target was named Paul. After nightfall, he quietly infiltrated Paul's mansion, pried off a tile in the bathroom, sharpened it into a makeshift hammer, squeezed body wash on the floor, and pulled the shower curtain to create a trap. Then he lured Paul into the bathroom and struck his head with the hammer, ending his life cleanly and efficiently. The next day, news reported that a man had accidentally slipped and died at home. The chieftain was very satisfied upon hearing the news, while Paul's comrade Sean also saw the news. His friend's death seemed suspicious to him. He recalled that the 2 killers who had murdered the chieftain's sons years ago were both his own comrades. Meanwhile, Jason found his final target, Tony. After retiring, Tony had been unable to find suitable work, which made him irritable and prone to conflicts over minor issues. Just as Jason was preparing to strike, Sean suddenly appeared. He had been secretly protecting Tony. To avoid alerting them, Jason had to temporarily retreat. Back at base, they devised a detailed action plan. Jason arranged for his teammate to lure Tony out under the pretense of a job interview while installing jamming equipment on a water truck. The next day, when Tony drove out of the warehouse, the water truck also emerged. His teammate quickly followed, remotely controlling the truck while providing intelligence on Tony's vehicle location. Jason controlled the overall situation from behind. When the time was right, his teammate activated the device, causing the water truck to suddenly lose control and